Going to be for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius here. Your vibes for the week ahead. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. This speaks of your family, your home life, your stability, potentially your physical health as well. Pentacles is our physical stuff, all right? Our bodies, our house, our finances, our family and folks around us, maybe the financial security that we've created for ourselves, the kind of lifestyle that we are living in. That would be the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Do you have that in your life? Or do you yearn for things in your life? I can feel how for the air signs, this is the focus this week. Like, what do I have going on? Am I stable? Who's in my corner? Do I have enough finances? Do I need to tuck some away? Do I have aspirations for more? How can I ensure that, right? I feel this here for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Now, what's going on? You've got major arcana card number 18, the moon. You got stubborn cards here too. You've got major arcana card number 18, the moon, intuition, illusion, and revelation. Okay, so that's great. Revelation, I like that. But the moon can be about the past, illuminating itself again, okay? Or potentially looking back at the past retrospectively, like hindsight is 2020, right? I shoulda, woulda, coulda, whatever. Taking a look at the past and going, man, learning from it. Just want to say that. Pause. Have we learned from the past, air sign? Sometimes we romance the past and we be like, oh, it really wasn't that bad. I miss all that toxic shit, like I just want to say, make sure that you are seeing things with clarity and not coming from a place of loneliness or disempowered energy. I just want to say this because things look different from a different perspective. And I feel like the perspective may be different. And I want to make sure that you're still viewing things with clarity and that you're not taking like actionable decisions or steps that could potentially negate the progress that you've recently made. Okay, that's what I'm feeling for the air signs here. Take that where it resonates. Okay, no leaning back into the past. Take from it what it gave to you in whatever sense that may be, and then allow it to have its place in the past or wherever it is. I just feel like not a good energies at this time, especially with this one. Additional factor number 14, denial. And listen, this might not be never, okay, because this card, she's reaching for the fruit and she's denying herself this fruit because it's not quite ripe yet. Okay, so I want to say that to you. It's not the right time. Potentially it's not the right fruit. Okay, so spirit is just saying, take what you've learned from the past and let it equip you for strength of the future. Be smart about things and make sure that you're not. I'm also feeling a touch of that frivolous spending for the air signs as well, to ensure your own stability. Make sure that you're not buying in excess or reaching for that fruit that's not ripe yet, or the fruit that's not meant for you. Okay, that's kind of what I feel here. The 1 and the 4 is speaking to me. So 1 speaks to me of like one person, you as a singular person. And the 4 is that stable foundation that you have built. I want to say this 10 of Pentacles may include a partner and it may not. All right. But we all have our idea of the kind of life that we would like to be living. It's up to that 1 and 4, that you creating the stable foundation so that you can build upon that to create the life that you see yourself living, that you want to be living, that you are excited to be living. And that sometimes starts with making those big decisions, with looking at the past with clarity and saying, hey, man, I really let myself down in the past. You know what I mean? I settled for so much less than what I was comfortable with. I will never do that to myself again. I vow to never do that again, right? I feel here for the air signs, how you need to recognize how maybe you did choose poorly in the past or end up in circumstances that were not beneficial to you and you stayed way too long. That's what I feel. You stayed way too long. So you need to recognize that that's okay, man. It's over. It's done. I'll never make that mistake again. I'll never get that time back. I feel that here. You'll never get this moment back either. So don't waste it rehashing the past forever instead of building your now and your future. That's all it's there for. It's a reflection so that you can move forward in a better, healthier, brighter ways. Kaboom. I got past loved ones in the house for you guys right now. Jumping in like, yes, bigger, brighter, yes. Gemini, you've got the 9 of coins here. The Nine of Coins speaks about one person. I love that. Check it out. I said, you may have a partner or not, but that 10 is yours regardless. This 9 is one person who can do the damn thing all by themselves on their own and be okay with that. I'm capable, man. I pay my bills and I'm quite content with the lifestyle that I've created for myself. I have a pattern, I have a structure, I have a flow. I'm not dependent on some other person to make life happen for me. Gemini, is that true? Spirit wants you to recognize that it's true. You don't need anyone else, nor does anyone else need you to survive. If you packed up and moved along, everyone else would keep breathing. They would reevaluate, formulate some other plan, and they would move it along. And so would you. So, Spirit really wants to call you to recognize that you are an empowered individual, and it's up to you to live the life of your choosing. And that is your 10 of Pentacles, partner, otherwise, children or otherwise, fur babies or otherwise, anybody else or not, who cares? It's your 10 of Pentacles. And it's up to you to live your life and to create a life that you are excited to be living. Libra, you've got major arcana card number 3, the Empress. If you're trying to conceive, this might be the time. I'll just say that. The Empress is typically pregnant on this card. So that is definitely fertility that could potentially be in the air if you're a Libra who's trying to conceive or oops, happens to have done that. However, I do see here with the Empress, this is someone who is overseeing their kingdom. You know, this is my life. This is my home. This is what I do with my time. The Empress is giving and loving and nurturing, and she wants to be in harmony with others. Okay. I want to say to Libra, you have some kind of a stability that you've created for yourself. And that's why you can sit here and survey and kind of be more objective. So I want to remind you that that past is in the past for a reason. The past version of you that was not sitting on this throne is in the past for a reason. You have assumed a new level of authority in your life. And it is important that you recognize that there is an accountability factor necessary there for moderation, accounts. What is this? Accountability, like a balance, a check and balance. Okay. So just because you have this stability doesn't mean you can slip back into old patterns that negate the progress that you have made. Okay, that's what I feel here. So recognize, no, we can't afford that new thing. We're barely where we're at because I've been mindful. Okay, no, I can't give you this money or buy you an excess, little children, whatever this could be for Libra. Okay, because I can feel how you want to give and give, but you've reached this level by being mindful of your energies and your finances too. This 10 of Pentacles matters. Also your health. Okay, where you're placing your focus, what kinds of lower vibe emotions you allow yourself to dwell on. Okay, I can feel how Libra has been really mindful about this. Spirit is commending you greatly. I can feel Libra a little more focused in this than other signs. Okay, trying not to linger with the more challenging stuff as unnecessary. Okay, because you're moving yourself into brighter spaces. It's working. Okay, so don't slip back into any of those old patterns by chance or by accident. And again, I come with if it's not the right time yet, there is a maturity here with the Empress that is okay with it's not the right time. We cannot. I'll say no if that's what it is, and we'll wait until the right time if that is to come. Okay, I feel Libra needs to understand this and embody this week. All right, Aquarius now. Aquarius, you still have these cards, this 10 of Pentacles, the Moon, denial. Okay, so you also have the 7 of Wands. So Aquarius, I kind of feel with this reading that I don't know, I almost feel like you're a little bit cornered, or your back is against some kind of wall here. Like that's a little bit how I feel for Aquarius, which is interesting because I don't sense that to be the case. I want to say I feel Aquarius to be a little bit hypersensitive this week. Okay. Taking a personal offense due to something of the past that didn't work out. Okay, I'm seeing this here with the 10 of Pentacles indicating stability. Like you're focused on having the stability, the stable life, the good health, the finances in check, all of these things. However, these things of the past that maybe have let you down, and whatever of the future, it's not quite the right time yet. Okay, so I feel like this aspect of holding something against yourself and feeling like others do too. However, I want to say that is oh, okay. Wow. Okay. I'm glad that you guys can understand this because I'm having a hard time vocalizing it and putting it into words. So thank you. I'm glad you can understand this. You are correct. 100%. I'm caged. Yes. LOL. I gotcha. So I feel for Aquarius how this Seven of Wands indicates that you are kind of guarded, okay, a little bit defensive, and you may feel a little bit attacked, or as if people are watching you in a negative way, and some of that could be legitimate. Okay, the Seven of Wands can also mean trapped, caged. Okay, the Seven of Wands can also be like all those other wands are pointing at you. You're the bad guy, you're the scapegoat, you're the problem here, when the real thing is you're just different. You're not necessarily the problem or the bad guy, but you're the easiest target. Okay, can you see there's like a target here? And when you're, the person that you are on a different level or a different frequency than others, they spot that, and sometimes they want to point the finger at you just to say, look what you're doing, who do you think you are, aren't you need to get back down to your peg, knock you down a peg or something like this. So Aquarius, I want to say to you, like, whoever you were in the past, be damned. You deserve every level that you have risen to yourself. Okay. And I want to say that next level might be to shed some of those dissonant energies that are around you, stepping firmly into that empowerment, and recognizing, that even you can overcome the obstacle that you are currently dealing with in a real way, face to face, or deciding to separate, disconnect, address those times, set healthy boundaries. Sometimes there is something that is necessary. I can feel how, like, I don't want any arguments. I don't non-confrontational here. I feel some passive aggressiveness, some non-confrontational energies. I want to say that eventually, if these things are said and come to the surface, and there is an argument or some kind of a conversation that is had, even if seems to be a negative experience, those kinds of things bring it to the light. And the light allows resolution and healing, or mending on whatever necessary levels. Okay, so when they come up, this is what we're talking. So there may be resolution, compromise, or it may be so incredibly bad that we decide, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, we're out of here, right? Or whatever this is. Okay, so don't be afraid of all that stuff coming to the light. Okay, because that, I feel like that's what we're afraid of. But when that happens, that is the big challenge. That is the way we can overstep this next hurdle, to continue expanding in the ways that you are, and you really are. Okay, you're expanding in big, big ways, but that means that you must grow into the expansion and recognize that that's who you already are. That's why this feels so constricting to you. Wow. Okay, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. And that seems to be what I have for all of the air signs. Fantastic. Sending you guys so much love, so much love. I feel it in all the signs, the turbulence of the energetic patterns. So just be a loving person, be a kind person, because everybody else out there is probably experiencing turbulence too. And if you do your part to just be the brightest light that you can be, then the world will be a better place, where you are at, and where I am at, and where all others are at as well, who are doing the same.